welcome back to Magic TV. Tonight we're going to do an interview with our beloved club president, Mr. Magic himself. He needs no introduction, Andrew Bozinovski. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you, Stephen Boshev.
We want to touch on firstly, I guess, your association and involvement from the club from your earliest memories to the present day.
Oh, definitely. Well, as a junior player playing for Newcastle Macedonia, started in 1989 over at Myer Park, played through the ranks as a 15, 16-year-old, started training with the then under-18s Magic. In the following years I would join the Magic under-18s, play for a couple of years, and then after those years I played for reserve grade for 1 year, and then really football at that time was not something I was taking very seriously, so I went over to the Newcastle Suns, and then coming back to Magic, I was a committee member of the Newcastle Suns for 6 years, maybe 7 years, and we were striking up quite a partnership when the Suns were 3 grades and Magic was 3 grades, and it was very proud for us to have that year where we played at Magic Park, the Suns did, and we formed a very strong bond, those committee members that were with both. And through those bonds and collaboration and working, we ended up, many of us that were in the Suns committee stayed on with the Magic committee, and that was in roughly probably 2007, and I've been in the committee ever since, and president for the last 3 years since 2021, I think.
Beautiful. I remember actually playing with you at the Suns. We had some good memories there. However, I never got to play with you at Magic, unfortunately, but I still remember seeing you play those junior years in goals, and to be honest, everyone, he wasn't a bad keeper. He was pretty good actually. Unfortunately, he never got that cusp to play in first grade, which I think would have been a highlight for you, I guess.
Honestly, I wasn't that serious to be playing. The year that I did play resis, it was a bit of a muck around year here at Magic. If you have a look at those team photos, you'll see the squad members. We weren't the greatest of athletes. First grade was very strong. Resis was very strong. Resis wasn't very strong, but we had a pretty good 18, so there was a sort of a skip generation, you could say. But joining the Suns was the right thing for the boys that didn't want to take football so seriously, training so many times a week. Playing at the Suns was a great time, and we quite enjoy some of the banter with the Suns boys, particularly around Masso Cup and how far each team can go representing Newcastle.
Beautiful. I guess that rolls into the next question I'd like to ask. Being here on the committee for such a long time, what would be some of the memorable moments you've seen the club have as on and off the park?
On the park, the many premierships. It's just been those generations of such special players, the super magicians that have come through, that have helped us generate so many fond memories. The squads of 2028, the double team from 2011, and then the team that obviously followed through 2012, 2013 grand final wins. Obviously, Ruben's generation, 2018, it was a very special grand final win at McDonald Jones Stadium, and obviously for the past 2 seasons, the tremendous work that the girls have done in 2023 and last year's double champion, the boys, phenomenal year, and super proud as a major achievement under my presidency for the men's. Off the park, wow, so many. Magic Park, where it's come from since 2001 when I was playing 18s here, and it was basically a flat paddock. We had demountable or tin shed change rooms on the Southern Hill. You had to run naked, wrapped in your towel between the shower block and the toilet block. It was to where we are now, and off the park, probably one of our greatest achievements as a Macedonian community. The lighting fund in 2012, raising over 160,000 within the club, door knocking, to then switch the lights on in 2013, and that first night against the Jets was very special. Off the park, you know, the work that the committee and the volunteers have done to secure us as a Asian Cup training facility in 2015 was pretty special too, and the memories that brought with so many national teams visiting Magic Park was definitely special in the works. But we always look forward to the next project here at Magic, and making Magic Park the best football facility in northern New South Wales, and we can be extremely proud off the field, our achievements, because you know it is the best park in northern New South Wales from a spectator's perspective, and people just love coming here and playing against Magic because of the atmosphere and the facilities alike.
Beautiful. I even remember walking into Magic Park when the lights got switched on, and I couldn't believe saying to the gentleman that I came in with, I can't believe I'm actually at Magic Park watching a game under lights. It was a touching moment, I think, not just for yourself being committee and seeing it being built, but also for myself as a spectator and a Macedonian community member of Newcastle to actually see something special like that happen. Next question, Andrew, would be, how would you like to see the club perform this year, obviously in both programs, men and women, on the park?
I think 2025 represents an amazing opportunity for football in northern New South Wales. It's no secret. The recent media attention now with the NPL clubs with regards to finishing as premiers, and the ticket that the victor will receive for the Australian Championship or the B League in its current form, and that's definitely a goal for our club. You know, we see ourselves as very important in our football program to be able to showcase our local talent. We think we do have a team that has the best talent in Newcastle, and it would be a just and fitting reward for those players to, through winning the premiership, doing the double-double again this year, if possible, to receive that accolade of being able to represent the region in the Australian Championship. Back to our girls program, I think it's no secret that we're in a little bit of a rebuilding phase after a super successful previous years, but we're super committed to the girls program and making sure that they can get all the resources possible, and we just want to see them go from strength to strength over the coming years. We've been able to give many young girls that have come through our very young program a sniff in first grade, and it's been great to have special players come through the program. Use the example of Olivia Otto, who scored on debut at home. Fantastic occasion and memories she created for her and the family. And that's really what we want to focus on at this point in time with the girls program, giving the girls those opportunities to progress to the highest level and providing a good environment. We just want them to be better players coming through our program. But on the boys' side, we're definitely looking at Australian Championship and a good run in the Australia Cup as well would be good.
Beautiful. Just touching on the Australia Cup there, you mentioned having a successful run. Magic, no doubt, has had a number of years of success. I think off the top of my head, we're probably the most capped team in northern New South Wales to make the round of 32. Couple of quick memories and highlights you can remember from the first season of the Australia Cup, which was in, I think it was 2014 to the present day. Just 2 or 3 quick memories that you can remember.
Oh, definitely. Magic Park and the Australia Cup have had a very special relationship. Not only were we the inaugural host in the very, very first televised Australia Cup, which was in Westfield FFA Cup here in Magic Park against Brisbane Strikers, the first ever televised fixture here. For so many years, Magic Park, because of the lights that our Macedonian community has bestowed and gifted upon our club, we were the preferred venue for the Jets home fixtures as well. So lots of memories of big crowds in the thousands here at Magic Park. We just want to continue that tradition of having the Magic logo appear all over Australia Cup merchandise, and another round of 32 participation this year would be fantastic if we could achieve that. It's definitely our top, was the top goal heading into 2025 before the confirmation of the B League, but it's definitely up there. We want a good run in the Australia Cup. We've had some good memorable matches around the country. Obviously the round of 32 win in Canberra was a great night, and it's just a great opportunity to create memories with players that will continue to create that club culture within the club. And the weekends away, it's just fantastic. Everyone talks about it from years and years to come.
Beautiful. Just we'll sum up quickly now. I've got one question coming up this week. It's Derby week. Newcastle Olympic, Broadmeadow Magic at Magic Park. It has no introduction really. It's the biggest game for the club, for the supporters, for the players. For yourself, what does it mean to play against Olympic and now be a spectator on the sidelines?
As the leader of our club, it is what we call the traditional derby. It's always a big fixture in the calendar that everyone makes sure that there's no weddings or christenings on those weekends, that they want to be here at Magic Park cheering on the mighty Red. We've had a bit of a rubber on them at the moment. The last couple of years, we've had a very strong generation of players come through. They'll be determined to change that. They've got some very good quality players that they've brought in this season to obviously improve their successes. But make no mistake, our guys will be leaving nothing in the tank, and we will want to make sure that we're leaving that field as winners on Sunday here at Magic Park. And as a spectator, as a neutral watching, the passion, the determination that the players perform on the field, that's the reason why in the NPL space it's always the biggest crowd of the calendar year. It's huge. No crowds compete against Magic versus Olympic, and we want to continue that. There's a little bit of a weather cloud hovering over this weekend, but we'll be doing everything we can as a club. The fixtures will be going ahead, and we want to make sure that the Red wave continue our winning streak.
Beautiful. In summing up quickly, question totally off topic. You open your wallet, Andrew, you got $15 left in there. What would you spend that last $15 on?
3 bubblehead bills.
Beautiful. Thank you very much for your time, Andrew. Busy man around Magic Park, supporting both programs, supporting everybody involved with the club. Hopefully we can catch up again like this a couple of more times for the year and have a bit more banter next interview.
No problem.
And that.
As long as we're winners this week, you can interview me again. If not, no more interviews. You're a jinx.
Thanks very much for your time, everyone.
No problem.